to dance to this in a club. It sounds like fun.
Yeah,
just
no, for sure.
Rubbing up on someone. Just.
I don't know about that part.
Grab my waist. Push it, move.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
You like, and he's just holding. He's on front of a pole.
Hey, you know what? And I'm having fun.
Why won't you grab my waist? You're such a. But I love you.
Why am I like this? Why are you making me like this?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
Steve, say something to bring the vibes up. Go.
My leg hurts. No, I'm just kidding. Bring the vibes up.
My leg.
I'm officially an uncle. My sister-in-law gave birth to my beautiful niece this morning.
Yeah, congratulations. All right.
Yeah. All right, take it away, Lee.
I was like, I never mind. Hi, welcome to the podcast. My name is Lee.
Bro, that was gonna take over.
No, I had my brain had already thought of a comment to say because I had a feeling that you would say something along those lines, but then I thought I have no energy to have a discussion that could possibly turn into an argument, and I'm so good on that. So I'm just gonna, I'm just not doing the Lee thing.
You can keep your baby comments to yourself this time.
No, it's not even a baby comment. It was something else. Yeah, I'm like, we're beyond the baby, the anti-baby stuff, you know. I'm a better person, you know. Matured.
I went around and did the exact same shit like the
Bro.
Mature, dog.
Bro, wait. While we're on baby
mature.
shit, I completely forgot to tell both of you. I'm not having a baby, first of all.
I was like, you got a bitch ready?
Steve turned into an uncle. Is gonna be an uncle.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm gonna be a grunkle. Apparently, a great uncle.
Wow.
Maria and Angie's brother is having a baby.
Shut up.
Yeah. Apparently, she's like 4 months along now. This has been a while.
Is this?
4 months a while.
Is this the same?
The same woman he's been with? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go for him.
No.
Hey.
Okay, so for people who don't know, which I haven't mentioned all that much because for privacy's sake, and honestly, it's just I don't want to disrespect anybody. Yeah. Basically, what you need to know is that they weren't in the best standing with what was happening with that whole relationship and blah blah blah. He went and talked with my sister and his mom. And they hashed out. She got emotional, and as far as I know, he's been pretty much like every other day going and visiting, and he's gonna be at the party. So, yeah,
they're gonna be at the party.
They're gonna be at the party.
I cannot wait to see this man.
I love it. Hey,
I cannot wait to see this man.
Sometimes it takes some crazy ass shit to like really fucking just say, you know what, dude, this is stupid. Like. Fam is fam, even though it was a very stupid standing to obviously some understanding of like, because I obviously know like part of it, most of it, or maybe some of it, but
even me, like I don't know the full story, but I was just like, all right, whatever. At least you guys hashed out whatever it is that you needed to hash out. I don't know anything beyond that, so I'm not gonna get involved. Yeah. What happened?
Claps. Me?
Yeah.
Claps. I had several. I heard something behind me, hence the look back. But also, I'm a real sucker for drama. Not to like belittle anybody's family issues, but if you're gonna tell me, I'm going to intently listen. Yeah. So I appreciated that topic during lunch. That was fantastic, and I'm very excited to see this person. Not face to face, but like just to kind of get like a visual. You've heard about someone for so much time or know about someone that left an impression on you, and you're able to finally put a face to the name or to the personality or the experience that you have in your head. So it's gonna be cool.
I thought you've met him a couple of times. You did.
His uncle?
I have no idea.
My nephew.
As far as I know,
wait, the fuck. Sorry, your nephew.
Richard.
He's older.
Honestly, I think the reason why Richard and is the way that he is and works out so well, I think it's, or that like me and him worked out so well as friends, is that I feel like you're closer to the women in your family than you are the men in your family. Because every time you mentioned a man in your family, other than your dad, because your dad you love, you just don't like the men in your family. you just don't fuck with them. So yeah, I get along more with men that are.
To be fair, there's more women in his family though.
Yeah, I get along with men more that are more aware of women and respectful, or like have them in their family or even raised by them primarily. I've noticed that like change. So yeah,
I noticed it in myself too, where I tend to get along first with girls, is like say in a new work environment or whatever. Just because I grew up with Maria, first of all, who's basically like a sister, like we're the same age. And then I had essentially 4 moms, my biological, obviously, and then my 3 sisters who were all older than me. So, you know, they all raised me essentially. And then, I mean, the only 2 guys that were relevant in my life growing up was my brother and Maria's brother, my nephew. I saw him as an older brother, sure. It's just that since there was a bit of an age gap still, like I didn't talk to him nearly as much as like other people, but me and him are cool as fuck. I feel like that dude's really fucking cool. Like we were in a band together, so yeah.
Do you guys ever are you guys ever aware or acknowledge the totem pole family dynamic of your guys' position in like the sibling tree or whatever? Because you're both, I think, not the youngest, not for Steve. I think for both of you, both are the youngest, child. Right?
I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys aware? Because you know, there's always those stereotypes of like the eldest is the most responsible, has to be the leader, or whatever, and then the middle child is the one that is always in the limbo of either or, and then the youngest is always the one that's baby but gets away with more things. You guys are aware? Are you guys aware of that? Do you guys experience those stereotypes?
I would say maybe growing up.
Were you ever in limbo?
Before we were like closer to our 30s, or I'm the one closest to my 30s. My 2 older brothers are already past it. There was like a small like structure. And then eventually we kind of all did a 180 and changed like our way of thinking, our way of living, like our appearances and all that stuff. And it's like that completely changed us into different people. So now it's not really like one's better than the other in something. I think in my perspective, both my brothers are very mature and like now know what they want in life. And they both took complete separate routes to chase whatever they wanted to chase and do whatever they wanted in life. I feel like my oldest has always been very self and career driven for himself, when my older brother, the one who had just had the kid, was always like molding himself to be a family man. Obviously the opportunity came where he was able to become a family man a lot sooner, and it's not something that he necessarily seeked, but it was something that like he embraced. So like seeing this and seeing how he's been and like his emotions now, like even seeing him today, I was like, oh, you're a whole different person now. Like just visually seeing him, I'm like, oh, like this isn't the same older brother I had a few days ago. Like this is now like, this is dad mode version. Like now I was like, I told him, I was like, you made the cut to Father's Day. Congratulations. Yeah. So, I don't think my parents see us as someone's better than the other. Both of them do have a different dynamic of how responsible they are. And I've kind of grasped a little bit of both of them, especially because both of them aren't really in my life like that. They're not as invested as when we were kids.
Right.
Because obviously they both live elsewhere. I mean, my brother doesn't live, obviously my brother doesn't live that far from me, but he has his life. Like everyone's like, how do you not see him? He lives there. I'm like, him and I have 2 different lives. Like I do a bunch of other things, and I see him in crossing
spaces too, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think there was ever a totem pole in that. Even with my little ones, they're just really on their own worlds. Like my parents did. I think the one thing is, as fucked up as they are, my parents did a great job as like to like kind of teach us like, just don't be psychotic. Like do what you want to do in life and be happy wherever you're at, what you're doing. Just don't be a fucking psychopath and like don't harm anybody. Like be good in the world.
Right. They gave you like the basics of like don't be a piece of shit to society.
It's
and
like they taught us how to start a fire, and then they were like, on your way, like toodaloos.
Right. I get
Either
you. And what about
die or in the
you,
wilderness, or come out like Bear Grylls.
True. What about you?
That's me eating a worm.
I'm the youngest. I'm the baby.
You're the youngest. Baby, you get the baby treatment.
I did get baby treatment, but
the baby.
Mainly because, like I said, there's an age gap. So
yeah,
I mean, it's hard.
I guess being a baby was like mega baby because of the age gap.
Because almost. It goes from me to my sister Myrna. You guys know her. She's 14 years older than me. So
damn,
that's the youngest it goes. So what's it called? When I came, when I popped out, it was very much coddled. I'll say that. I'll say I was definitely babied. That being said, though, I'll say I got away with a few things, sure, but I mean, Latino household, it's like we'll still beat your ass type of shit,
right? Especially with your like biological mom, and then like your plus three sister wives moms, basically just watching you.
Exactly. No, and especially my eldest, Maria and Angie's mom. She was a pretty strict like parent in general. Like not to me that much, because obviously they lived in their own space, and what's it called? I would visit every now and then
to take care of.
But she's very she likes to get involved in a lot of stuff, and she's not afraid to speak her mind about things. So she definitely like would tell me a bunch of stuff, and it's not that I would be like resent her for it or anything, but it's just like that constant like, ugh, I don't want to be nagged at, especially as a teenager,
kid shit,
yeah. But I don't know, like I think as much as I was babied, I was also kind of like led to discover my own shit, because I was never a piece of shit kid where I would be getting in trouble all the time or anything like that. For me, like my main thing was just like I didn't, especially like middle school, I didn't like school all that much, and I liked music a lot more, which obviously my dad was like, okay, whatever, let him do that, whereas my mom was like, okay, that's fine, but you can't be a dumbass either.
Right,
like we don't want to see you like just end up in la calle, as a homeless. And I was just like, okay, so I got my shit somewhat together, but even then it's like I think the main thing that they were just like trying to instill in me was just like, listen, you could do all that shit, but you just, like Steve said, it's just like, don't be a piece of shit, and don't harm others or anything like that. And I was like, okay. But,
right, same.
You're the oldest.
Yeah, I was just asking because I forgot like what was even the string of thought, but
because there's like there's stereotypes, right, for each one. It's like the oldest, and then middle child is kind of forgotten,
right,
and then the baby is just well, maybe a little too much coddling, right?
Yeah, I think for my family, being the oldest, it's just me and my brother, and we're only a year apart, so it's not even that big of a difference. But
I think I feel like you both are very different. Like the little bit you've shared of them.
Well, no, yeah. I'm just trying to think of like how to word it, because. But okay, so we're only a year apart, but it's more like 5 years apart, if not a little bit more. I don't know. That's the most context clues you're going to get into, like why. I'm not going to go into deeper details on that minor aspect of it. Just know I'm the eldest, and it is like, even if there's a year apart, it's basically the same feeling as if I had like someone that's 5 years younger than me for the most part. And not to say that he doesn't do anything. He's a great person. Awesome brother. It's just, that's just how it is. That's just life.
Yeah.
But my brother and I we've kind of been babied, but I've also had the whole like, eldest thing, having to take care of the brother, but also on top of all that, them kind of being aware of me, my school stuff, especially in middle school, elementary school, went to school with my mom that she worked at. the same school. Then I got transferred to a public school, and that fucked me up. And then like it went from like private school, like playing make believe with friends and doing all that fun shit, and then making plans, and then next year I thought I'm gonna go back, and then I'm actually in public school and kids are cussing and treating me like shit for being new or whatever. And I was just like, holy shit, I have no idea.
Saying naughty words.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. So I went from that, and then just school. Me and school just didn't go too well. It wasn't bad, but could have been better. And then middle school is where like that's when they started becoming more aware of like me as like a like just in my schooling. I would talk a lot. I got bullied a decent amount. It wasn't like hardcore, but it was present, and it got to my parents a couple times, and that didn't go well whatsoever. So it went from kind of because I'm the eldest, and but also like the baby, it was just constantly like constant babying, which isn't bad, but then it was flipped on like just immediate, like you have to be responsible. You're the eldest, like you're being treated as a baby, but then you're also like being like thrown into your face of like the responsibilities that you are supposed to be holding. And right. There was a lot going on for me, and as I've gotten older, I realize, I don't know, mental health wellness or whatever, difficulties in life kind of run in my family from multiple strings on a certain side of my family, and it's caused other family members to have complications in their lives. Some just fine, others a little bit harder over time. Me, I think I just being the eldest, I feel like it's just kind of not beaten. I didn't get beat, but it like metaphorically is beaten into your brain, like just pushed into like, you have to be responsible. Don't do dumb shit. Why are you doing dumb shit? What the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. And then, what the baby? Oh, you're such a baby. And my family is very handsy, touchy, huggy, kissy. So it's just the that side of it, and then mixed with the other, like complete opposite. Sometimes it was just so jarring. So I think that's why you got this.
Sick.
Overly touchy and emotionally feely bitch. Like hard ass. I don't know. It is what it is, and I'm learning to function with it. And I think that being the eldest, I've kind of was being forced to figure it out, but I just was very much didn't want to. I just wanted to do what would make things go the easiest way for me, because I didn't know how to handle with anything else, because I'm already dealing with my own shit on top of having to keep an eye on my brother's shit sometimes. And it was just like, it was a lot of kind of feeling stretched out certain parts. And it was fine in high school, leveled out. Senior year is when it kind of hit a little bit more, because there's the whole like graduating, and I kind of fucked up with certain things here and there. So that realization, those moments of like, your fuck ups are coming back to haunt you. So now you're jeopardizing this like thing that will fuck you up if you don't take care of it. So I was like, oh my God. That's when like, I think that's when like the anxieties of like life and stuff like that started to kick in. And then, now we're here, we're 30s, self-aware of certain things that have happened and aren't happening. But like,
it's funny with it. Cause like at what age, like, I guess you said your answer is like when you start realizing like, oh shit, I'm gonna head out into the real world kind of soon. And then it's just like, you start thinking about shit. Like, I remember for me, that was kind of like 11th grade, because 8th grade, so like 16. 8th grade, I was like, yeah, 16ish. That was when I started fucking up in school, and I was just like, well, whatever. And I almost didn't graduate 8th grade or whatever, but my mom and dad beat the shit out. Well, they didn't really, but they just like stern talking to, we'll say that.
No.
And I got my shit together for that, managed to get into, obviously, like, graduate on stage and blah blah blah. I went into high school, 9th grade, and again I just went back to not giving a fuck or anything like that. And The only reason I did somewhat good in ninth grade was because I had to keep a certain grade point just to stay in band, and that's like I was like,
okay, your motivator.
Yeah, and what's it called? Again, I just did the bare minimum because I didn't want to be there. 10th grade, same shit. And then 11th grade came over, and then that's when I started thinking about like college and universities and shit, because everybody is, and then they just hammering it down your throat. And for me, I was just like, maybe I should be doing a little bit more. And that's when I went more towards like a B average instead of just a C. And then senior year came, and I kind of already had accepted. I'm like, in my head, I was like, I'm not gonna go to like some elite university or anything like that. But I was like, but at least like let me get into. At the time, I was just gonna go to community, but I was just like, fuck it, like I'll just do somewhat good this last year so that I don't have to do certain things in community again.
College,
right? But that was also around the time when my dad got diagnosed with kidney failure, and he had started to go dialysis. So I had to learn how to drive, which I did, and I started taking him to and from dialysis, and then he would basically start telling me like life lessons and all this other stuff like during those drives. And then obviously like in my head, especially as a kid, you kind of start thinking about shit of like, fuck, like what am I gonna do when and if he's gone, which what's it called? That's why I've been like mentally prepared for that in a sense. But at the same time, I was like, I need to kind of figure out what to do here. And I'm not saying that I fully figured it out, because I'm here where I'm at. But what's it called? I'm saying that all of that stuff kind of led me to start thinking about life differently in a way that I'm like, maybe it's just like, maybe it was I should have taken it a little bit more serious back in the day, but also I feel like I just wish I had a little bit more time to not think about that kind of stuff yet. But that was me. Like at 16, I was like, life is a little different than I thought it would be. But yeah.
Okay. I think it sucks to get having to deal with I didn't deal with it in high school, but like having a medical scare or like that like with a parent will like set your ass a whole new level. Like you think you're kind of like thinking about this future, and you're thinking about like you're getting there, but then life is just like, nah, you stupid bitch, and then like smacks you, and you're like, oh no, damn, now I gotta like, you have to like come to the realization of certain things that might and will happen, and what the things are more likely to happen now because of this other thing that happened to your guardians or parents or whatever. Yeah, that shit's gnarly. That shit is not fun.
No,
that shit sucks. And I think with having like the difficulties that I've had now that I'm older, I'm kind of more aware of like had certain things happened. I think I'd be in a different place, but I'm also trying to work on the mental like phrase or like the wording or the idea that may be the case, but this still is pretty good where you're at right now. Yeah, it could be better, but that's never going to happen. So what's that like train of thought going to get you?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like the mentality that I've kind of grown to adopt is it could always be better, but it could also always be worse. And it's just like, and count your blessings for whatever, that's like the main thing that like religious things tend to tell you. But you know, it's just like, yeah,
sometimes you don't need religion to tell you that. The world will, and you got to figure that shit out on your own.
Fucking stuff. Unless you're trying to drown, but we learned to swim.
Yeah, our parents raised swimmers, or
it's a doggy paddle, but we out here still.
I remember when I first swam, I was doggy paddling, and my parents were like, why is this the first like version or form of you swimming? Why is it doggy paddling? I think we had dogs at some point. Or cartoons. You see this shit, I wasn't watching anything that was like full dynamic swimming, like I didn't have that in my head. All I knew was piddle paddle, piddle paddle, piddle paddle, piddle paddle.
I think I was 4 or 5 when my brother-in-law tried to teach me to swim for the first time. Bro threw me into the deep end of the pool and I almost drowned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good life or death situation to teach you a lesson.
He had to save me. And then right after he saved me, a fucking big ass storm hit. This was in Texas. Big ass storm hit, so we had to get out of the pool because there was lightning and shit. So we're like, yeah, no, we gotta go. It was a good scare.
Oh my god, a fried Richard. Imagine just like in the pool water.
Just the fucking pool evaporates.
He like a burnt chicken McNugget.
I got the complexion of one at least.
But he still loves himself. Cue the meme. But I went to Vegas with my family recently, and this connects to this because my cousin and I, like, it was with my cousins. It was the first time like going with everyone. Like every year we go to Vegas, or I go to Vegas. It's with these guys, or it's with anybody, but it's usually these guys that I go with. So it was the first time that I'd gone with like cousins and stuff like that. So it was. Yeah, I was already kind of like prepared for like possible personalities or whatever, but me and my cousins, like we're close in the sense of like we grew up together, we played video games, all that stuff, but like that stuff isn't what like it helped define us and help us get to where we are at now in regards to like personalities, I guess the foundations of it. But I've never like really sat down with like family, like that kind of extended family, and like had a conversation about certain shit or whatever, whether it be like, how's life? How's your mental doing? Because I'm floundering. Aren't we all? My cousin was talking about what you were explaining or expressing when you were in high school, or like just that general vibe of like you wish that you kind of had your stuff together sooner rather than later. My cousin, he was like a habitual conspiracy theorist for all of his 20s. He didn't want to conform to the government. He didn't want to have a cell phone. He wanted to just tag nonstop and not do anything really like not even productive to society, but just you as a person so that you could take care of yourself. He was just very much in that lifestyle of like people just kind of excused it and then enabled it and were wondering why he was still doing it. And it was just kind of like, well, you guys are making his bed and he's sleeping in it, yada, 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 all that stuff. So now that we're older, I don't know what has happened, but he's kind of had like this like ego death reborn thing where he's still the same dork. We still make the same jokes from when we were kids, but he has like an even more of a handle on like his worldviews and his personalities, and he has like this new passion for like photography and wants to involve the whole family business, like all this stuff. So he's got like these drives and future wants and goals. But he even said it himself, and he's like 35 now, I think, or 34, 32, and he's like, yeah, man, I wish I didn't fuck around or dick around so much when I was in my 20s. Like, I get, like, you're supposed to have fun, but man, it's harder now because of that. And yeah, I don't know. That was interesting.
I just like to think of like the conspiracy theorists, and then the government was like, just pulled up to his door one day and it's like, you're getting too close. Just fucking watched his mind.
Mind your shit. And then they just left.
He's like,
imagine.
All right, scared to like, get an office job.
Right? Oh my god. No, but he's a lot better. But yeah, don't be afraid to set your boundaries with your family members, because I had to do that a couple times. My cousin was just too touchy. And or like not touchy, but it was more like, not this one, it's another one. He just got too drunk and was just kind of be all over the place. And you guys know me. By the end of like the third day, second day, I'm very much in a bubble for like a couple hours. I'll just got my AirPods, or I'll watch something, or when we're in the room, whatever, you know. At some points during the trip, everybody kind of just does their own thing, and you will find me in the room on my phone or watching anime or something for at least like 2 to 4 hours. That's gonna happen. It's my vacation too. Okay, I'm gonna do what I want. I know some people are like, why the fuck are you paying to do that? You can just stay home. It's like, yeah, but I have the option to go outside and go gamble, or I'll have the option to go outside and just walk a couple feet to like a bar or something. I don't know. That usually happens when we go on a vacation or some shit. So,
Okay.
That's my vibe, but I couldn't do that. At any point during the trip, I was with someone. Someone was around me, and it got to the point where on like the last day, I was just kind of like trying to talk, and he would cut me off, and I was like, shh, stop talking. Let me speak. Let me just finish the sentence. And
yapping.
And then it got to the point of like, yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. And then it got to the point of like, I forgot what he. Whenever I would say something, or like I was short or sharp with a tone, and I wasn't really saying anything, he would like, okay, yeah, and he put his arm over me, or it's like he just wanted to rush to that like that point of like, I don't know, sorry or reconciliation. I was just like, you're cutting me off, you're doing all this stuff, and then like you're just touching me, and it's just like it's just not my thing. So then it got to a point where I was like, he was like, oh, okay. I was like, don't touch me. Just don't. That's it. No more touching me. And he was like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. And then he would lean in to say sorry while trying to do a hug. I was like, I'm going to kill my cousin. I'm going to break a bottle over his head, and it's going to say it was an accident. Holy shit.
Stop touching me!
Yeah, literally. It was just too much, but it was so fun. We all gambled kind of seriously a little bit. I lost all my money again that I won gambling like last time with these guys. I think last time it was almost the same amount. I think last time I got like 20.
I was like, it wasn't that much from what I remember.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a lot, but it's almost the same, because when I gambled, when I did get up on some money, I think I only put like $10, and then I ended up walking out with 50, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. It's not anything crazy, but it's something. My cousin went down, and she was gambling for the very first time, and she puts in $100 because they give her $100 to go just give it a shot, and she came out with over like $500 to $600 in winnings.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some people are just lucky, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Bitches, bro. What's it called?
Yeah.
I have a friend. She went to Vegas a while ago, and on her thing, she posted like them gambling, and her man's was on a slot machine. Bro won the well, not the full jackpot, but like won like I think like $2,000 off of one machine. Literally 30 minutes later, won another $2,000 off another. And I was like,
whoa,
why?
That's so cool. That's the thing though, is that seeing that stuff for me, I have a very addictive personality. So I'm watching that, and I have my $50 ticket. And I'm like, I can do that too. I can do that. I can do it. I swear I could do it. So I did it. Went down to 10, brought it back up to 50, went down to 2, then went down to 60 cents, and then I couldn't play anymore.
Crazy.
So
take it to the penny slots, bro.
Yeah, dude, right? But it was really cool to hang out with, like, see my family. Like, we were all like, first time we all went to Vegas, we were all able to like really just hang out and drink with each other. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I'm never gonna share a room with those sets of cousins ever again, though. I told my other cousins, like, I was telling them like I'm losing my mind, and they're like, you should have just stayed with so and so and so and so. I was like, yeah, but I assume you guys are all in that one room. She was like, no, they're just by themselves. I was like,
bruh.
So I told them, and they were like, as long as you're okay with like this other cousin being a little messy. I opened the door to our room, and I'm like, do you not see the 5 liquor bottles and like the 6 beers and all the solo cups blocking the TV with something on it?
Sick. I can't do that, bro.
Way better than
I clean. Fuck, that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
We went a full 24 hours the first day we were there. Did not sleep a wink. But no, I did take a nap. And then after that, I can't even remember the second day for the most part. Like during the day, I know I gambled. And then at night, got super fucked up. Went to sleep at 2. The person that was supposed to drive fell asleep at 7 a.m. So I ended up having to drive me and my other 2 cousins all the way home. So at least after an hour of driving, then it was all me 3 hours. So it's like, okay,
that
cool.
Sucks, dude.
I mean,
it is what it is, but yeah.
when I'm with these guys, I never drive, which I'm not saying that's an issue. That very thankful for you guys for driving. It's always very nice. I appreciate it.
It's my anxiety of not wanting other people to drive.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Fine. You know, I have no issues. So I did drive. So I was like, okay. And I could just tell that my cousin wanted to like say something. Either I was going a little too fast or it was a like, let's swap type of thing. But I was at that level of like, I think he could tell, they could tell that I was just like, just driving home, and I'm going to sing along to the radio and I'm playing the music that I like. Do not fuck with me.
I was supposed to be right here.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be over there.
Passenger prince.
Yeah, if you guys could just let me just sing my music and do everything else is gonna go peachy keen. We could talk. I'm in a bubble. Don't break it. So, but other than that, those are like the minor things. Still super fun. Still had a lot of fun. It was a good way to.
How long was the drive back?
21st. 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Yeah, getting there was the longer part.
Always.
Yeah, going is super fast. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot faster than getting there. Getting there, like out of LA, just in general, is always a bitch. No matter where you're coming from, unless you're like in what the fuck, Victorville or some shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like unless you're like on the edge of California.
Who the fuck wants to be there, bro? Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Your closest neighbor is fucking living in some dirty ass shack. Sorry.
I just imagine Shaq really dirty for some reason, like the player or like the person. I don't know why. Just him and like on a bunch of dust in a suit. I don't know why.
Dirty Shaq.
Dirty Shaq.
Never mind. You know what? I don't want to go there.
Could Shaq get it? Younger Shaq maybe.
What's wrong with older Shaq?
Just not my vibe.
Okay.
He reminds me of an uncle.
Wait, what?
Toe?
Yeah, he has a fucking thing about his toe.
What?
His toe's like his like toenail from his big toe on his right leg is just fucked, like disgustingly fucked, bro.
Is there a picture?
Like he shows it. Yeah, he's shown it like on the internet and like podcasts. And like he tried getting like he went to go get a pedicure and like they painted on it. That shit looked terrible, bro.
Did you take a picture of it?
Yeah, it's all over the internet.
Ew. Bro, ew. Why look like Quasimodo?
Brother.
So for those of you that
looks like the Hunchback.
I see the one that's painted. It looks a lot better.
Yeah,
that's when they like semi-fixed it.
Maybe. Oh, okay. So he is showing it. It looks like he's gotten it taken care of, but like. Yeah, for those of you that are audio only, to give you a minor description, it's very much like it looks like he wore shoes that were just a size too small and his feet scrunched up and were like curved into a point, like just assuming he wore a lot of dress shoes. That's what it kind of looks like. Like it's just everything kind of curves to an arrow tip.
I think you have to for basketball.
Do you?
Yeah, because like for press meets and I know a lot of them like. Especially like when they're walking out and shit.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Have you seen that whole thing about like the back in the day, like Chinese, I think it was predominantly, but maybe it was all Asian culture where they had to like, they stuffed girls' feet into like super small ass shoes.
Oh,
at least from like a young age. And then
to like shape it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then like from that
like
age,
slipper.
Yeah, they wouldn't let them take them off, so their feet would grow, right, or at least try to, but it would have to stay inside of that tiny ass kid's shoe.
Yeah.
That shit was gross, bro.
Yeah, I've seen some images on that stuff, and it's not cute.
It's not giving.
Cute. No, it's not giving. Speaking of giving, too, happy Pride. Can't believe I didn't say that in the very top of the episode either. I don't know what's happening. Pride.
You're losing.
Celebration. It's giving proudness. It's giving my June's very busy. So it should be fun. Oh, ringing Pride at Vegas was fun. My cousin brought his fan. I brought mine, but I didn't take it out. I forgot. But people were coming up to our group. They're like, "Oh my god, I love your guys' vibe," and it's just me and my cousin being super gay with his fan, with his big big Pride fan, so that was fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a good time. But
Nice.
did you guys do anything special while I was gone? Did you guys make passionate love with each other and decide who's having the baby?
Was this weekend?
This past weekend.
Weekend.
No, I didn't do anything.
What did we
Not that I can
do?
remember. What did we do?
Each other.
No.
God damn it.
I'm trying to think of what I did Saturday, and I'm like, I can't remember.
I can't either.
My own fantasy.
Did we
Just
stream?
outward.
Oh, I was day drinking, and
Oh,
I went to
sick.
my friend's competition.
That's right.
That's what I did.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I went to my friend. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, I went to my friend's competition. Definitely gave me a big insight of what it looks like, so I'm excited.
That's what I was also gonna ask you. When is yours again?
It was supposed to be this month, but I didn't make weight, so I had to push it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
if
not
that was
necessarily
during this
my
time-
weight. It's like I'm struggling on bench, and I have to like work on that, and I don't want to go in half-ass and like fail because it's just like everyone's been telling me, dude, just do it, have fun, like it's gonna be fun, like that's all you need to do is just enjoy it. But the competitiveness inside me is like, fuck fun.
I get that.
It's not fun. I was like, my coach told me if it's not first place, it's no place.
It's
so
the
go
gamers
fuck off or get that shit.
The
It's not
gamer
even a
juice
gamer. It's a
kicking
fucking
in.
Bro.
It's not even gamer. It's just the fucking sports
that's-
competitive mentality.
That's Valorant for
funny.
me.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
No,
It's you guys on Valorant.
I'm only bringing this up because I think it was yesterday. The fucking
Yeah, it
Steve was
was.
like, I think they asked him like, "Oh, how's the game's going?" And we're like, "Shitty." Steve's like, "But we're still having fun." I'm like, "I'm not. What the fuck? I'm not having fun. I want to win." But yeah, I completely forgot that's what you did. And then Saturday was my sister's. Well, technically it was Friday. It was her birthday. And Saturday we had.
That's right. Yeah.
We had what the fuck did they do? I don't know, whatever. They did like a dinner thing, and one of my uncles came from Mexico and he brought a big old thing of mezcal. So yeah, we were drinking that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we tried. That's when we tried playing Minecraft.
Yeah. And then I
I was
fake
like,
raged
I
and
was-
Steve got mad at me.
I was annoyed. I didn't get mad at you. I was annoyed because I had a headache. I was like, I didn't eat right. I barely had any sleep, and I had been drinking the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I was oh, I also tried. Never do this, guys, for listeners and viewers.
Meth.
I tried a fucking Chinese cigarette for the first time.
What the fuck's a
Bro.
Chinese cigarette?
It's a cigarette, but it's imported from. It was like they bought it in China and they brought it to the States. It's a Chinese cigarette.
Yeah, I meant more or less like what's the difference? Like
It is the harshest fucking thing you've ever had in your life. Like as soon as I just tried it, right? I hit it, bro. Like that shit hit my fucking lungs, and I was just like, ugh. I was like, ooh.
They're not, I think they're not filtered, right? Is that like the only
they're
thing?
not, bro.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck they do, but yo,
Well,
get rid of
because
them.
I know China has like a lot of laws about that shit. So it's like, I think they don't filter them on purpose so that people don't get too hooked on them. Like
People
it,
are hooked
it
on
tries to
them in
make sure
China,
that
bro.
people who, do it,
Motherfuckers are hooked.
they're like, hey, this you can feel it killing you.
Basically, something inside me died that day, bro.
I just googled it. I was like, what's the difference? And it says tobacco can in China increasingly resemble those sold in the Western countries, but with tobacco containing higher levels of heavy metals.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you.
Jesus.
Bro lead poisoned himself. And then I know on the cartons too, like they're legally obligated to put pictures of like fucking dead ass
Like what
lungs
look,
and like
what lungs look
all of this
after.
other shit, because it's
Oh.
like to
deter
dissuade
people.
Yeah,
Right. From
it's from like,
smoking.
hey, don't smoke, you end up like
Smoke.
this. But I follow this guy on TikTok, and he's Chinese. I don't know like what the fuck he does or anything, but his whole thing is just like he gets a few amount of bills, and then he goes to a bar and orders a bunch of finger food and a bunch of beer or whatever, and it's just like it's like an aesthetic thing. But he has pack of cigarettes always there. And whenever he gets a new pack, he takes them all out and he puts them in this custom case that he has. It's like all
That's
acrylic
cool.
or whatever, and it's just literally just something that I guess they do so that they don't have to stare at the dead lungs every time they want a cigarette.
I love it.
I'm like,
makes sense.
makes sense.
Yeah, but that's what my setter is. I also like rode the bike too, so that was fun.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Wow.
My cousins are funny, dude. They all wanted to smoke cigarettes. They're just like us, for real, Steve. I don't know if Steve doesn't anymore.
See, so
But-
he just did it.
Yeah, I don't do that. Guys, don't smoke cigarettes.
That's cap.
But yeah, they're exactly the same. When we went to buy alcohol, they were like,
Who
My
got
cousin-
cigarettes?
my cousin
They were
literally
trying to
just like-
bum off of people.
no, well, I do that when I'm in Vegas. Like, I feel like that's almost like a conversation starter for people too. Like,
I wouldn't trust nobody out there with that shit.
do you mind if I get a cigarette? I get it from the girls, from the gals, from the ladies, the pretty ones too.
Even then, you talk to them and they sound like fucking men. Never mind.
Can I have a cigarette? Yeah, here you go, Sonny.
It's like, oh shit, never mind. You need it. She has like 6 patches right here.
Ew, dude. Ew.
But yeah, they're very much the types of like, when I drink, I smoke, and my cousin was
dark
like,
off.
Lee, don't think anything less of me. I bought this and I brought this and I don't want you to be upset. And I was like, what'd you
Crack
bring? And he was like, I don't know if I should tell you. I'm like, did you bring Coke? And he was like, no. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, something worse. I was like, did you bring ecstasy? And he was like,
Can I have
no.
some?
I was like, Molly? And
He's like, no,
he's
it's
like,
a rhino
no.
pill.
I'm like, shrooms? He's like, I wish. I was like, then what's worse? Like, what's considered worse to you? And he was like,
black tar heroin.
he's like this. And he pulled out the cigarettes. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Let me have one.
I'm like, I don't give a shit. I even asked him, like, why are you even buying some? And then I told him the same thing I told you guys, like, just you can bum one. He was like, nah, I just like to have my own and just like, blah blah blah.
He wants people to ask him.
Okay, I guess I don't know. I was
fair.
like,
Hey,
all
man,
right,
can I have a cigarette?
whatever.
Yeah, here.
But that is
yeah.
in the same way that you're like, oh, it's a conversation starter. I mean, what if a girl comes up to you and is like, can I have one?
Can I have a cigarette?
Oh my god!
Can I have a cigarette, please?
Hey, it's a conversation starter. It didn't say with who
Be like, hey,
specifically.
cousin,
What room are you in?
Membership number are you in?
Get an extra hole, dude.
I was able to
Bruh.
find out that the difference between my room and like the rooms that were in the Golden Tower is like a mini fridge, apparently, and a coffee maker. I was like, oh, that the price difference was for a coffee maker and a mini fridge. I mean, it's nice, but like, bro, who doesn't
take
bring
a cooler?
Yeah, I was about to say, who doesn't take a cooler to
Yeah.
Vegas? I'm so confused. Do people not do that?
No.
I don't. Why?
I do.
Well, okay,
I
it
do
depends.
too.
No. Well, it depends on
Where do you
like
put the liquor?
in the mini fridge because every time, well, the only time that I
don't
haven't
bring
had
it
a
back.
mini fridge in a hotel is when we went to San Diego or wherever it was, and we were like,
San Fran?
huh? Was it San
We
Fran?
went to San-
No, it was San Diego.
San Fran was a whole ass house.
Yeah, that was
I
a
don't think
fucking-
San Diego, we had a mini fridge. Oh no,
No, we
didn't.
didn't. That's why we even got the cooler in the first
Wasn't
place.
it Vegas?
No.
No, we've always had it. We've
Was it
always had a
Vegas?
fridge in Vegas.
It
has to be
was Vegas.
because
It
San
was
Diego-
Vegas.
Guys,
You're
and
right.
I've always had a fridge in my
Never
room.
mind. I'm a liar. This was a one time that I did go to Vegas and it wasn't a fucking fridge in there, which was weird.
I have to assume that that's what it was. I don't know. Wait,
I don't remember.
Are you
Anyway.
saying when we got
had
to
a
the place,
fridge in
there
San
wasn't
Diego.
a fridge, or there was a fridge?
There wasn't a fridge.
Wasn't San Diego, because we got like some super cheap room. We weren't there for long, so even if
You're just there for a night.
yeah, even if
Yeah.
even if it was there, we didn't use it whatsoever. I don't think it was there though.
No.
No, it was. We did use it.
Did we?
For what? That's what I'm thinking. Like, what did we put in there?
Actually, you know what? No, we didn't. Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
was just for one night. Yeah, we were only there
that's
one night.
That's why I don't think. San
No,
Diego
there
we
was a
have
fridge.
one.
I'm a liar. Yeah, no, we did. And then we put leftover fuck, what was it? I think it was like a bottle of something that we just put it in there
The
while we went to
Julio
go
bottle?
get I think so. While we went to go get dinner or whatever it was, because we were like, fuck it, let's go get dinner meanwhile this thing chills. And then
Right.
we came back and then that's when we had it, which it wasn't that chill because it's
Yeah.
shitty fridge.
You know what the trick is? You get the little bucket, you get a shit ton of ice. You got to make 2 trips of it though, and then you fill up the sink with it, and then you just put the shit in there. That's the trick behind that.
That's a good trick. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
My cousin brought
work the best.
his backpack cooler, so and it was big enough for like a bottle after. Yeah, it was just a backpack that had like
it's just a Gensport with fucking it's laminated inside.
A box, big old Tupperware on the inside. You just like hot glued the cloth to it.
That'd be fucking crazy.
I would not be surprised if one of my family members did do that, and we would use it. Oh
yeah, of course. Someone brought it. It's like, I'm gonna make fun of you, but hey, throw my bottle in that shit.
Yeah. So we ended up putting it in there. And yeah, that was it. We didn't have a cooler, but yeah, ended up finding out like the differences, and I was like, okay, well at least I know. Got a free upgrade from my 1 bed to a 2 bed, so I'm not going to complain. That was nice. Yeah. Sorry, I just got punched in the gut right now. We're going through it, you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But okay.
I was gonna say drink some. What's that shit called? The yogurt. Activia. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Danimals.
Apparently, it's the same thing.
I watched that. I watched that today. The Brittany Broski and
I saw the clip. I was like with Dylan with Cole Sprouse. Yeah.
I was like that though.
That was a funny video. Cole Sprouse, very much a normal cretin of the internet. Like it was very cool. I think I knew that he was the one that played Smash. So I just assumed if you play Smash Brothers, you're just kind of a cretin of the internet in the first place, especially if you played online.
Fair.
So I watched that video, but that was a funny watch. It was good background noise for the work vibes, but yeah, I like the kind of that made me want her whole video or her whole like set makes me want to go to Ren Faire, and I think Ren Faire season's over, but we should go to Ren Faire at some point in the future because I want to go.
Only if we dress up.
Go by myself. Yes, we have to dress up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I haven't gone or anything and haven't brought it up is because I want to go, but I want to go in like full like
you have to. You don't want to be a fucking weirdo and not dress up. We can talk like them all day.
I think I saw a video or TikTok of someone going to Ren Faire and buying their whole outfit there. But
you could buy an outfit there.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
But they had like the base at home, like so they had like like I think a white flowy t-shirt, maybe some like just flowy pants, and that was kind of it. So they bought all their pieces, like pieces of leather. I've seen people show up in like a lot of money.
Fucking cardboard, like they make a cardboard armor, and it's like the funniest shit. But it's like, yo, shout out to you, like you're still dressing up, like
you're putting in effort.
Yeah, you're still running around and talking like them. He had a broom with a picture of a horse head on it, and he was just walking with it.
Hi-ho, Silver. I like the videos of people that like take different inspiration from different like eras or time pieces or whatever. Like every now and then there's like TikToks of like women in like ancient Chinese garb or whatever just walking around. And everybody's just so in character that obviously the TikTok and the edit make it more magical than it must be in person. But you got like music in the background and they're just walking around and you just see like everybody being respectful and bowing their heads and complimenting her or them and grabbing their hands, kissing it. Like it's a cool show. It's a cool vibe, and I want to get fucked up and
big old LARP event.
Yeah, and I want to get fucked up and watch a bunch of Ren nerds hit each other with styrofoam swords and say huzzah.
We could just go to fucking what's that thing called? The castle place. Fucking
something Knights.
No, it's not Knights. Medieval Times.
Medieval Times. Yeah,
I want to go to that actually.
I heard that place smells like shit.
Yeah.
One of you haven't been, right?
I haven't.
No, I've never been.
Wait, who hasn't been?
Neither of us.
What the fuck? Why haven't we got it at Medieval Times? That's so cool. We should go to Medieval Times.
It smells like horse shit.
I mean, I don't think so. The times that I've gone, it doesn't really smell bad. You just kind of sit down. I think the only thing is that you gotta accept that it's gonna be cringe. And if you could just be okay with that. Yeah, you just got to be okay with it. You just got to accept that you're just going to sit back and you got to root for your knight and you got to root that he's going to be the winner. And you just
Only
got
there's real money involved.
Bro, if we're there and our knight's the first one to get, thrown out, I want a refund.
I want a refund.
Two different mindsets.
It's a good vibe. The food's good. The beers and drinks are good too. And it's just, yeah, you just gotta embrace it.
It's
a good time.
Meat and beer. That's all I need.
Yup.
Well, you can come over for that.
Huh? It do be Pride Month.
Yeah. Happy Pride. But I guess with that, we'll just end it there. We ramble and we yap about our recommendations and stuff like that. So
yep.
We're gonna enter the final portion of the episode: recommendations, obsessions, and final regards and fuck yous. Richard, you go first.
Fuck. Okay.
Ahem.
I have one song.
Okay.
It is called Toro, Toro, by Lily. Yeah, Lily. Rock band. The drums are fucking sick on this song, so that's like the driving force behind it. And the chorus is just one of those standard like big rock songs. Lily. Lily.
Oh.
But it's a good song, cool band. Speaking of band, I'm looking to join one. So yeah, I don't know. Whoever happens to be listening, if you know people, let me know. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I want to join one really bad. So
nice.
Hopefully that happens.
All you gotta do, look at Craigslist or something, or look at
I have a friend who has a band and they play in shows.
It's cool.
Something like that.
Well, they're like metal. I think they're metal.
Or you know what you have to do, Richard? You have to go out to places where live bands are playing and
hold a sign that says LFG.
Make some friends. Richard's got to make new friends. Wow, I'm excited for your future.
Never mind. I don't want to do it. But yeah,
I have to talk to people.
Anyway, final remarks. The fuck did we talk about?
Nothing and everything.
Yeah, literally.
All
the first part.
Make that a movie.
Yeah. The first part, I guess, kind of is just it's not too late to get your shit together, but at the same time, maybe
don't wait forever.
Yeah, don't wait forever. Yeah. That's the perfect way of putting it. And then second thing, happy Pride again. And third, yeah. I wish we could be medieval knights. I don't know.
You just needed cool. one, and you gave 2 and 3. Good job.
And that's it. Yeah. That's all I got.
Cool. Steve.
In spite of it being Pride Month, don't be afraid to express yourself.
Espresso
depresso. No, the reason I say that is because I'm gonna link it to what I was talking about at the beginning of the pod when I said my leg hurts.
Oh,
okay.
I got this bitch to. Hopefully, I don't need shit. I got this.
That tattoo. Wow.
Yeah. We're blasted again. That shit's sore.
Nice.
This part right here, that shit hurt like a bitch. I was like, cut my leg off, please.
It's just an excuse so that he could show off part of his thigh.
That wasn't it. Yeah, so yeah, don't be afraid to express yourself. Music wise, shout out to my tattoo artist because he like always has strange music playing.
Okay.
Strange?
I have to like it's like you see him and you're like, I didn't know you listened to any of us. Like so one of the songs he went to Germany recently for a trip and he got tattooed out there, but he heard a song that wouldn't stop playing and he played it on purpose like a bunch of times. He's like I got fucking annoyed. He's like, so now I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of you.
Caramel dancing.
So the song's called Nina and it's by Nina Chuba.
Chuba means what?
Jesus.
By who? Sorry.
Nina Chuba. CHUBA.
Okay.
So he said there was no American channels, so he like was falling asleep to just background noise, and for some reason, he had landed on like a music like just a music channel, and this song like wouldn't stop fucking playing. Like he's like, dude, they played it like 10 times that night. It's fucking crazy. So like all he could hear is like the intro, and he was like, this fucking song again.
Wow.
I like her bio. Fuck genres, get money.
Yeah, it's so that's one.
Well, the very, very beginning was giving Dragon Ball.
What the hell?
It was like the horns and everything. It just reminded me of like Dragon Ball's like soundtrack. I don't know why. And then the rest of it just sounds like German K-pop.
It's kind of giving a little bit of Rosalia. Not gonna lie, Rosalia. There you go.
Rosalia.
I was like, Rosalia is a Spanish artist.
Rosalia. Yeah, that means him. Yeah, it's giving that kind of like vibe, that beat. But
yeah. German, so he played that one a bunch of times, so it annoyed me, and I was like, I'm just gonna take the song from you.
Okay.
And then another, there's two more songs. There's one called Risk Taker, by I wouldn't know how to pronounce this. I would say it's Bliss. It's BLXST, and Offset.
Blast.
Okay.
Is it just Blast? Okay, it's just Blast. So this one, we were bumping that one when he was like, we were prepping and stuff to like do like get the like he was just like drawing.
Wait.
Yeah, and keep in mind this was all in the same playlist. Like none of this fucking added anywhere.
Like
he even started playing some Spanish
what's the
music.
term for this? It's like Afrobeat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's this one. Very cool. Very summery.
I like to dance to this in a club. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Rubbing up on someone. Just
I don't know about that part.
grab my waist. Look at move.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
You like, and he's on front of a pole. He's just so fucking zooted out of his mind.
Hey, you know what? And I'm having fun.
Why won't you grab my waist?
People are like, what the fuck?
Help me.
You're such a dick. But I love you.
Why do I like this? Why are you making me like this sound?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
And then another song in the middle of just fucking suffering.
Okay.
The song's called I Hate to Be Alone. And the artist is Four Bats. But it's BATZ. If you look at the album cover, dude, it looks nothing to what it plays.
Aw.
Okay.
Bro, just if you want to skip to like 20 to like 30 seconds. Yeah, bro, and that's the guy. That's the dude who like he's one of the dudes in that like cover.
Interesting.
Bro,
yeah, I was expecting funny. like a Bobby Shmurda type.
Yeah.
That what the fit?
Yeah, bro. But I've been bumping this shit and I'm like, ooh, this is so chill. You know what it gave me? It gave me like old school anime loops.
This kind of it's just giving me like Boys to Men type.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is almost something that I feel like I would hear my mom play like when I would. It feels like your from your mom's playlist, like but like that slow jam vibe R&B kind of shit. It feels like that, and I'm just like, wow, is that when you guys were tripping out over? I hadn't gone there. I wanted to like listen to the build up. But hearing, that's a great voice.
Yeah. So
I was not expecting that.
He was like, bro, look, and he showed me his phone and he was like, you see this, right? I was like, yeah. And I told him like basically the same thing. He's like, nah, check it. And he played it. I was like, what in the fuck is happening?
I like the image in my head of like, you just leg up, fucking shorts right up there.
Oh,
and
no,
him just going
like
at your knee or at your calf or your shin.
Like
and then he's just like, and then you're like right here at the camera. You see this? Trip on this shit. Click. That's the image in my head.
Yeah, it was
him just you're at the mercy of this man.
Every now and then looking up at you like.
Bro, in the middle of it, he's like, "What if I drew a little hidden heart here?" I was like, "You better not." I was like, you better not.
That is so cute.
Bro, there's one here that I saw, and I was like, Dick, is that a heart? And he was like, I don't know, you tell me. I was like, you better fucking not. I was like, this is Dick.
I don't know, you tell me.
So I'll show you guys on Saturday and I'll let you guys decide.
What's your tattoo artist's Insta? You sound kind of cute and shit.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride, everyone.
But yeah, so fun times.
If you're feeling Lulu, you might as well be D Lulu.
That being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share us with your friends.
This ain't your episode.
Share us with your send it with your same gender friends or gender neutrals or heteros or anybody that you think would fit to watch this. Fuck it. Send it to your little brothers and your little sisters. They're probably shittier than you are. Send it to your stepbrothers and your stepsisters.
It's Pride Month, so send it to that one guy who's DL and just tell him
that one dude who gives you that mass slop.
Oh, do I have a message? I've been
we're done.
No, I'm trying to think of like, is there a message I could give to the DL guy that's in the situation?
Don't be shy, bro. Take both.
You know what you're doing when you're putting in that little extra attention and sauce. Stop doing that. That's fucked up. You don't need to be screwing them over physically and emotionally. The fuck?
Yeah.
Don't be greedy.
Is that where your fuck you goes?
Yeah, my fuck you will be to the emotionally manipulative DL dudes. I mean, you're both there for a reason. I'm not gonna lie, whatever. But emotionally manipulative.
One of them likes
up for that.
One of them likes penis, and the other one doesn't know yet. But he's like, hey, he's pretty cool.
He said, "Hey, I'm down.
I kind of like you or some shit.
I kind of want to see."
But I'll leave it with Sears, and my only songs are gonna be "Calling After Me" by the Wallows, "Do the Astral Plane" by Flying Lotus, "Linger" by Roy Otis. The Sirius XM session has been uploaded to Spotify, thank God. And then the last one is, I think I might have recommended this one, but I don't know. Maybe one of these guys said. I think I found it though. "Water Fountain" by Alec Benjamin. That one's pretty dope. I recommend seriously all four of those songs. All four of those songs are fucking bangers. Everything from
me to listen. Sorry,
it's okay. I'm just doing it quick because Steve did the goodbye, and it feels inappropriate to keep going after a solid goodbye. So yeah,
you ruined the flow.
No.
It's okay. My songs, like I said, will be floating somewhere, and they'll be there while we're doing this, so you guys can like see the names and all that good stuff. Because I really do recommend them. They're really good. But yeah, like what Steve said, and I hope you guys have a great time. And if you guys are on Spotify, go ahead and leave a rating on there too. Let us know what you guys think. And yeah, I think that is about it.
Yay!
Pay your gay friends. It's Pride, so. Pay your queer friends. I mean.
Oh yeah, someone gave him $20. You know what you get?
Happy Pride. Goodbye now.
Bye.
They're kissing.
They're kissing because they're gay and they love it.
They're kissing and they're two boys.
And they're two boys.
Oh my god.
And they're emotionally available and physically compatible.
But they won't end up together because all they know is playing games.
They're communicative.
They're projecting, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm scarred.
Yeah.
I know what I want.
Jesus Christ.
Bye, guys.